This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Polzin versus Callender. You all are engaged, you've been together for 7 years, and you previously appeared in paternity court because of concerns over the paternity of your child.
Yes, Your Honor.
And now you're here in our court, and you brought 2 women with you this morning because you have concerns over his alleged cheating. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's at stake here today?
Our engagement, our entire life is at stake. We just recently got engaged, and I'm pregnant with our 2nd child, and we're planning to get married next spring, and I just have had reasons to believe that he's cheating, and I just don't want to say I do if I can't trust him.
So what does that feel like? You're expecting, you have a child with him. How do you feel knowing or believing that he's cheating?
Overwhelmed and hurt and just a million different emotions.
It must be extremely upsetting to be expecting and having all this going on. This should be a joyful time in your life.
Yes.
And I suspect that it isn't.
I'm ready to get it over with and find out, if we're gonna move forward and say, I do.
But if you find out he's cheating, what's gonna happen?
It'll be off.
You'll be done.
It'll be done. I'm a firm believer in marriage, and marriage is a big deal. A lot of people take it lightly, but it's a very big deal to me, and you can't marry somebody and build a life with them and not be able to trust them.
I get that.
Mr. Callender, there's a lot at stake here.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
What are you here to prove?
I'm here to prove that I have not cheated, not one time. I've been completely faithful for the whole 7 years, and I don't know why I get accused every single day. I don't know if it's her insecurities or just past, knowledge of other relationships I've been in, but, I've been with her 7 years. If I was gonna cheat on her, I wouldn't be wasting my time 7 years later. Every time I get a message from a girl, I end up deleting it, because I don't want to cause any more drama, and that's what I get accused of, hiding conversations.
So, Ms. Polzin, why do you think he's cheating now?
Recently, I had a girl that I don't really know, but she worked for me about 5 or 6 years ago. She came to my place of work, and she said, I've got something to tell you. I was just kind of like, okay. And she said, the week you were going to Myrtle Beach, I spent the week with your boyfriend, and I just thought you should know. I was just caught off guard. I just stood there dumb. I was like, is that it? I didn't know what else to say. And she said, yep, that's it. I said, all right then. And
So, Mr. Callender.
Thank you. What do you say to that?
I had a buddy stop in while they were gone to Myrtle Beach. I had the house to myself, so he figured he'd come over and we'll hang out and party. Well, I didn't know he was bringing a girl with him, and as far as I know, that was his girl. We were hanging out, and then we discussed Miss Polzin, and that's how I found out that the girl had actually worked for her and got fired. And the girl started trash talking, oh yeah, I don't like her and this and that. And another buddy of mine called and said a friend of mine had to be rushed to the hospital, so I dipped out from my house, and they left, party ways, and that was the last time I seen them. She was only there for maybe an hour.
Well, why in the world would she go to your girlfriend, your fiancé, and say, I spent the week with...
I don't know if it was a grudge she had against her for getting fired, for her firing her, or what. I couldn't understand it.
But you're thinking, because I know what I'm thinking, who stops by my place of employment and says, by the way, just thought you should know I spent the week with your boyfriend.
Right.
Yeah. And now we have this 7-year relationship that's on the line because you now have someone telling you, hey, I was with your man, right?
Right.
This could be the end of your relationship.
Oh, honey, it's okay. It's okay.
It's overwhelming.
Here's the thing. You'll know up or down so you can make some good decisions, right? All
right.
Now, I see you have a witness here. Would you please stand up to the podium so we can hear from you? Would you please state your name?
Karen Allen.
All right, Miss Allen, what is your relationship to the litigants?
I'm Anthony's mother.
You're his mother.
Yes.
And you're testifying on behalf of Miss Polzin?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. Well, let me just ask the question. Do you believe that Mr. Callender is cheating?
100%.
100%.
Yes, sir. When we go to the beach, I have a timeshare. Each year, we go to the beach. My son stays at my home to take care of my dogs. And this happened before a young lady stayed at my home with my son, or the allegation was made. And he actually sent a picture to Rachel while we were on vacation of the girl in Rachel's house. So when it happened the second time with the young lady going to her work, to me it was like, okay, he thinks that when we go out of town, out of sight, out of mind. I think in his mind it's, okay, they're on vacation, I'm on vacation.
What kind of picture did he send?
It was a girl sitting on his Rachel's sofa.
Okay. Was she nude or was she...
Recognized the sofa.
Okay, but she was dressed.
She
it
was
wasn't...
dressed,
Okay,
yes.
so it was like, okay.
Oh, yes, and said, don't worry, I'm not lonely.
Your own mother is here testifying that you're cheating, that when the cat's away, the mouse is playing big time. What do you have to say about that?
Well, my mother had also told me that while they were down there that Miss Polzin was seeing another man.
Okay, but see, this is another instance. She already said that you're accusing her trying to deflect our attention from what you're doing. And I'm asking you, your own mother, who knows you probably better than almost anybody else in the world.
Mamas know. So
is
let me
saying
be clear.
that you're being with other women.
And that you sent pictures of other women in Miss Polzin's home.
I was having a party. I had some friends over. I was just letting her know I wasn't there all by myself.
So out of all the people at the party you could have sent a picture of to her, you chose to send a picture of a woman.
It was actually a video.
Oh, well, step it
well,
up a notch.
okay, well,
okay. That
That
makes
doesn't
it
make
better.
it better.
That doesn't.
I mean, and I'm just thinking of it from a guy's perspective. If you wanted to show that you were being innocent, that you weren't doing anything that was wrong, you probably would include some guys' pictures in the video, right?
A group picture.
You just wouldn't show a girl.
But I think what really sets it off, Cutler, is the fact that he says, don't worry about it, I'm not lonely. Here's a pic. Yeah,
That's kind of gets that little dig in there.
That's a little dig in there. That's, as our sons would say, that's petty.
And that's what I believe, that he wants her to feel like, okay, appreciate me because someone else will.
So, Ms. Polzin, how does it make you feel that your potential future mother-in-law is saying, honey, yeah, this is what my son does?
All right, well, I'm just hoping that today maybe we can see if it really is or not, you know.
Ms. Polzin, I mean, we've heard from his mother, but you've actually brought another witness with you who says he's cheating. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, we want to hear from her. Ron, would you escort the witness in, please?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are y'all?
Good. Okay, would you please state your name for the record?
Heidi Mack.
Miss Mack, what is your relationship to the litigants?
I am Anthony's ex. We have a child together, and I've always kept in touch with his mother, and now me and Rachel are friends.
Why did your relationship with Mr. Callender end?
Basically the same thing. He just jealousy. It was always him accusing me of doing things, you know, just really the same thing. He is a smooth talker, and he could talk his way out of anything.
So you're saying he would be accusing you of cheating?
Oh, yes.
And did he cheat on you?
He would always deny it, and I would always believe him. And then when we finally broke up, he finally told me, yes, I cheated on you the whole time. So.
Mr. Callender, not only do you have your own mother saying that you're cheating, now we have an ex that says you cheated and lied about it.
Well, I don't deny my past, but, you know, every saint has a past, every sinner has a future. People change.
So have you changed?
Yeah. I learn from my mistakes.
But here's the thing, it's the exact same pattern. She says, I accused you, you denied it. You accused me, I wasn't. Same thing here. She's saying, are you cheating? You're denying it, but you're accusing her of cheating to the point that you actually appeared in paternity court about your firstborn child. And it was your baby. And the cherry on the top of this is that your mother's like, yeah, I think he's doing this.
Well, I mean, if I was, I wouldn't have wasted 7 years.
You know, Ms. Polzin, I'm watching Mr. Callender. I'm watching the expression on his face, and I don't know that he's taking this as seriously as I think he should be taking it. Tell him what today's proceeding means to you and what's going to happen if the results come back and show that he's cheating.
If the results come back and show he's cheating, we can't go any further with our future. And it means a lot to me because, like I said, we've had 7 years together, and I wasted a lot of time if, you know, it was for nothing.
And this means everything to you.
Yes.
Well, because this means everything to you, because this means everything about your future, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call certified polygraph examiner Dave Lawrence to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Lawrence in.
How are you, Mr. Lawrence?
Doing fine, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. Glad to see you.
You performed a polygraph examination on Mr. Callender, is that correct?
Yes, sir, I did. But before I present the results, I'd like to submit this information to the court.
Okay. Ron, would you grab that, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Thanks, sir. Your Honor.
Thank you, love.
So this is a note regarding your polygraph examination of Mr. Callender. And it says, Mr. Callender had to be warned numerous times about using breathing techniques during the test. Wow. He then said he suffered from asthma and bronchitis, none of which would have any effect on these test results.
Okay.
So he's using breathing techniques. What do you mean by that?
It's a technique that's going to control breathing along with suppression. It's commonly referred to as countermeasures.
You know how to go in and make sure that those countermeasures don't affect the test. Is that correct?
That's correct. I had to omit some of the areas within the test. I still collected enough data that I could make a conclusion.
So somebody like Mr. Callender can't beat you or the test. Is that correct?
I'm very confident he didn't do it this time.
All right. And
So you asked Mr. Callender a series of questions, correct?
Yes, sir, I did.
You asked Mr. Callender, during your 7-year relationship, have you had physical sexual contact with anyone while Ms. Polzin was out of town? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, he said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being deceptive.
So while the cat's away, the mouse does play, doesn't he, Mr. Callender?
all right. You also asked Mr. Callender, have you ever had sexual intercourse with a woman who claimed she spent the week with you while your girlfriend or fiance was out of town? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
What do you want to say to your fiance, the woman who is carrying your child?
I didn't do it.
That's all you got?
You know, your mouth is saying one thing, but your face, your body, your whole demeanor is saying something else. Because sitting up here, I don't get the impression that you're taking this seriously. I don't think that you think she's gonna walk out that door. You got that look on your face like, yeah, it'll be all right, it'll be all right.
Now, let me tell you something. You are beautiful. You are a lovely young lady. Any man would be happy to treat you like you should be treated. And I know that you're standing here going, but I've got a child on the way, blah, blah, blah. There's a man out there. We see them here every day where they're being cheated on, and they're great guys who want somebody just like you. They want a family, okay? You all are engaged, you've been together 8 years, but that wedding is on hold until you find out whether or not Miss Brooks is cheating. Tell me about how you're dealing with this swirl of emotions around these cheating allegations.
Okay, Your Honor. Honestly, I'm a little bit confused. I'm up and down with it because a part of me is like, since this is my best friend, she doesn't have a right to lie to me. She shouldn't have a reason to want to lie to me.
Right.
But I'm gonna trust my inner intuition, and I just need my answers, just so I can properly move on with my life, and just so we can be cleared of what's been having us at each other's necks.
So you feel a level of confusion. Is that confusion emotional, or like you just don't understand what's going on? This is my best friend, but we having all this stuff. I mean, what is that confusion like for you?
It is very emotional. It's emotional over everything. Sometimes I find myself wanting to act out, but I know that that's not going to solve anything. But as far as like my private cries, it's been happening a little bit more frequently. So it's just time for me just to know what's going on.
And the source of all of this emotional upheaval is because you believe Miss Brooks is cheating.
Correct.
All right.
Ms. Brooks, are you feeling this same emotional upheaval being accused of cheating in this relationship?
No, sir, because at the same time, I don't know what's her problem. She always accusing me of something. Somebody can call me out. Who is that? That's the next? No, we ain't finna do all that. So all the cheating, no, we ain't doing all that. I'm tired of it. I tell her, I want her to be my wife. That's my baby, that's my girl. But at the same time, I'm not finna keep going through that with her. That's my backbone. You know, that's my neck. I can't move my head without my neck.
Oh my goodness, that's
Right.
a good one.
I can't
There you
do
go.
that.
What she said, Cutler,
What she said was,
she's her neck. She can't move her head without her.
neck.
That's strong. Okay. I'm gonna use that on you.
I
You
know
didn't
you-
hear that here.
yeah, I know you are. That's the thing. So the bottom line is you want answers today too, just so you all can get this straight and you all can move forward together.
Yes, sir, I want all of that. Move past it.
So Ms. Woods, I mean, what's at stake here? I mean, your relationship, what's at stake?
Oh, what's at stake is the relationship. She would not be my best friend. Everything will be limited. What she gets from me is gonna be limited. That communication, everything is gonna stop.
So this is the final straw. Up
is.
or down, in one way or the other.
Yes, ma'am.
So I know that if you got all this going on, there was some kind of red flag that made you go, okay, wait a minute, that don't smell right. That don't look right. What was that red flag for you?
Okay, well, this was my first one.
Okay.
I seen an indication on Snapchat basically with her setting her chats to immediately delete
Oh.
behind certain females.
Oh.
So when I asked her about it, she basically told me that it was nothing. And a part of me believed it because I was like, you know, why now? Why would she do this now? If it's nothing going on, you can save those chats because I saved my chats.
What
So
I'ma
why are you
save my
deleting
chats
yours?
for?
But as it comes up, person sees it, and then it goes away. That's the whole purpose
But
of it.
that's if you want it to go away.
But wait a minute. When did you start noticing these chats were up and down, up and down?
After she started working.
Okay, about how long has that been?
It was maybe like 5-6 months ago.
And that was one of those red flags that made you go,
Something's not right. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she's being sneaky with the snap.
Yes, sir. Yes, she is.
did you just, okay, I can't with you today. I'm not gonna do that.
You are, and you will, and you're gonna like it.
Oh! Okay. There's something to be said for a man who, you know, says, it's gonna be like this, but we'll talk about that later.
So, Ms. Brooks, why are you in such a hurry to have erased what you've been chatting back and forth with people?
But I haven't been erasing it. You can message a person back, then go back to it, boom, it's gone.
Are you denying that you changed the setting on your Snapchat so that your chats will delete immediately as opposed to 24 hours?
Yes, sir, I'm denying that. It must have switched itself or something, because I ain't do it.
Oh, boy. All right,
So that's how we doing this, Ms. Brooks? That's how we doing this?
That's how it is. It did itself.
All right. So we went from red flags to a 5-alarm fire. What was that made it go to the 5-alarm fire?
Okay, she was working at a call center. I just so happened to see a message on the phone that said, "Good morning, babe."
And it wasn't from you?
And it was not from me. It should not have been from me because she wakes up to me.
And where'd you see this message?
It was on her phone, on the screen.
Okay.
On the lock screen. So I said, okay. So I asked, I said, where is this coming from? She's like, oh, well, it's just this group of girls. I was like, oh, okay, cool. But later on, maybe like a week later, I was sleeping, maybe around 9, 10 o'clock, I woke up because my phone was consistently going off. So I said, okay, well, maybe somebody's trying to get in contact with me. Let me check my phone.
Okay.
But it was actually the little girl who was calling her babe. They put me in a group chat, basically letting me know that her and Nico was talking about how they was doing sex positions at work, how they was planning on having threesomes.
Okay, so when you referred to Nico, that's Miss Brooks, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and you didn't get an invite.
Oh, I wasn't, oh, no.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Okay, well, we gotta know.
We gotta know.
We gotta know. So, Ms. Brooks, seemed like everybody was in on the plan except Ms. Woods.
Not the girlfriend either, not the girlfriend. I don't do all that.
But you're putting in this group chat.
I didn't even know nothing about the group chat till I woke up.
Oh, I got it. So are you concerned about this young lady in particular, or are there other women that you're concerned about?
Oh, she's the least. It's another one.
Oh, she's not even really on the radar?
No, mm-mm.
Okay, well, who is on the radar?
All right, so maybe like 2 weeks ago, I got a little message, basically with a young lady letting her presence be known to me and letting me know that her and my girlfriend, my woman, are talking. Also with the indication of sexual relations.
So while this message is sliding into your DMs, you worried about her sliding in somebody else's bed.
That was my main part because for one, if it's something sexual, that means y'all are building something. And so why would you want to come to me with that, but then you're going to the next person? See, now I have an issue. I don't care about what y'all are saying with words, but when it becomes physical, I have a problem. And now it's officially my situation.
Ms. Brooks, who is this woman who slid into your fiance's DMs?
She a friend. Let me put it like that.
What kind of friend? How close of a friend?
A friend with benefits.
Okay, does that mean what it means to me? Because in my world, a friend with benefits is somebody that you're having sex with.
Who's a friend?
Yeah.
So
Is that, no, that's not what that means in your world? Okay.
Okay, so what benefits does this friend have?
Like 401k, you got health, what you got?
She's just a friend.
I'm like, because the only other benefits I know about Mr. Keller, like 401k, short-term disability, you know, with the little goose, I mean, all that.
So she's just a friend. I mean, what kind of benefits she having with you?
I mean, if I'm going through something, I can go to her and, you know, we'll talk about it pretty much.
And how else does she console you when you're going through something?
Just talk about it, pretty much.
Pretty much?
Just talking.
Pretty much.
Chit-chat.
Ms. Brooks, are you coming clean with us? Are you being... Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, so there's Miss Wood's side, there's Miss Brooks' side, and there's the friend with benefits side, and she is here. Rob, would you bring her in? That was some kind of entrance you made there, ma'am. Could you please state your name for the court record?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Emariah Cooper.
Do you know Miss Brooks?
Yes, I do know Miss Brooks.
You do know Miss Brooks?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right. How do you know her?
Well, that's my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend as you all are in a relationship?
Yes, sir.
Did you know that Miss Brooks was engaged to Miss Wood?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Did you know she was in a relationship with Miss Wood?
No, ma'am, I did not.
All right.
So you thought you two were exclusive?
Yes, I did. I thought.
So Miss Brooks has described you all's relationship as friends with benefits. Would you agree with that description?
Clearly not.
Friends with all types of benefits.
And sexual benefits?
Yes.
Full sexual benefits.
Full sexual benefits.
And you didn't have to wait any kind of like probation period. Y'all have gotten to that point of benefits.
Not at all. I didn't have to wait at all. I asked her specifically, y'all in a relationship? Let me know. She told me no. The relationship was broke off. She's expressed this to me numerous of times. And I asked her last night, before I get embarrassed, let me know so I can know, so I won't feel embarrassed. But she neglected to let me know.
She didn't neglect. She lied.
What? She lied.
Is it safe to say, or am I wrong, that you were falling in love with Miss Brooks?
It is safe to say that.
So you were falling in love with her?
I was.
Because she's telling you, hey, I'm single, able to mingle, and I want to be with you.
She told me she wanted us to move together.
How was that possible? Because the apartment that I get next week, she in there.
That's the apartment she said she wanted me to be in.
Oh, boy. I just want both of you.
No, but you're not going to get it. You gotta know. No, she better hope that we don't end up together just to play the game back on you.
Move past it.
That's dirty.
That's dirty and it's wrong. and until you realize that, you don't even need to be in a relationship. You don't need to be out here hurting anybody else. If you wanted both of them, why didn't you come clean first to your fiance to say, look, I'm not happy in this relationship? Especially since she's asked you, what are you doing? What are you doing? That was your time to say, look, I'm not happy in this relationship. Why didn't you come clean then?
I don't know.
Why would you let me come in front of all these people and do that when I've been asking you?
Because you can't handle the truth.
How can I not handle the truth when I handled it the fact that you came across her and I kept messing with you?
You don't get to make that choice of what she can handle. You don't get to do that. And that's a weak excuse. Miss Cooper, now that you've seen all this, what are you gonna do?
I'm done. I'm done.
I just want both of you.
All right, you know what? I can't. And I don't want to. And I don't have to, more importantly, because this is my place. But Miss Brooks, let me just talk to you. This young lady clearly loves you. She is passionate about you.
Y'all been together for 8 years.
And she is devastated. She is hurt. She is angry. And all you got is what I want, and you grinning about it. It's not funny. It's not cute. This girl has tears in her eyes. This young lady's embarrassed because she's like, I didn't know you were engaged. And here's the thing, and if I said it once, I've said it 100 times. It is okay to say, I want to play the field. Yeah. But you as an adult person engaging in adult activities need to be grown enough to tell the people you with, this is how I'm living, do you agree? Yeah. Now, once that person says, yeah, I'm in, I understand, I'm gonna do me too, go.
But you're giving her no choice.
Yeah.
When's the last time you all have been intimate?
Last night before she took me to dinner and right before she went to the hotel with Miss Woods.
Wow. Last night?
Yes. Before she took me to get my nails and toes done, she took me to dinner, and then right before she went
did the
to the
same
hotel.
with me.
So last
night?
Last night.
Yeah.
You
last night,
tired.
twice
No,
with you.
that's
last
nasty.
Night twice.
That is nasty.
Last night twice.
Last
Twice
night,
with you?
Twice with you.
And once with you?
More than once, but I mean, it's nasty. It's nasty.
Ms. Brooks, I am at a loss for words, but I'm gonna have to come up with something real quick.
Okay, well, let's just find out if it's true. Okay, were you with Miss Cooper last night 2 times?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you with your fiance last night?
Yes, ma'am.
So you were with both of these women the same night having sex?
Yes, ma'am.
The day before you coming in here talking about you want to save this relationship.
Yes, sir.
You don't want to save this relationship. No, come on, say it with me.
I do. I want both of them.
No. What is going through your spirit as you listen to this? Because I know what's going through mine, and I ain't in a relationship with her.
I can't say everything. Because I know it's not appropriate right now.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
but
ma'am.
I know one thing, you got me looking stupid because you got me almost beefing with somebody that I shouldn't even be beefing with while you out here being nasty. Like, how dare you do something like that? And both of us up here.
You know what? Let me just talk to you, Miss Wood, and you too, Miss Cooper. You all are lovely young ladies, okay? I feel terrible for you because you got years invested in this. But it is what it is, and you are young enough and strong enough to move on to bigger and better. You have been together for 2 years, you're living together, and you have brought your boyfriend to court today because you believe he's cheating. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Before we get into that, tell me how you met this man.
Well, I met Mr. Lane downtown Las Vegas on Fremont Street. I just got off stage performing, and he approached me maybe 5-10 minutes after I was off stage and said that he heard a female singer had just sang. I told him that it was me and that I had already performed. So we sparked a conversation, and from there, we formed a relationship quite quickly, actually. I left to go back to California. I packed up all my things, and I moved to Vegas, and we moved in together maybe 3 weeks after meeting.
Wow.
That was quick.
That's like love at first sight, virtually.
Yeah, for me it was.
Okay, and it took you how long, Mr. Cutler, to ask me out?
A little longer than 3 weeks, but you didn't sing. See, if you had sung, maybe, it'd have been a little quicker.
If I had sung, we wouldn't have got together, because I can't carry a tune in a bucket, so no.
All right. Well, Miss Elaine, it had to be something more than this lady's lovely voice that got you interested. What was it that you saw in her?
What I fell in love with was her creativity. If my cup is half empty, she fills it up to the top. She's very beautiful. She brightens my morning anytime I'm running late. She just 100% has my back, absolutely. And so coming here, being accused of cheating is kind of funny to me because she knows I have her back the same way she has mine.
So you're here to prove this to your lady love?
Yes.
All right.
What happened in the past to destroy the trust you had?
Well, we started arguing a little bit over a few months of, after living together. And at the end of 2015, he told me after a heated argument that he wanted to stay with his mom for 3 weeks. Maybe a few days after, I'm thinking he's at his mom's house, he calls and tells me he's with an ex-girlfriend. And that they had sex, and I just wasn't gonna deal with it, so I packed my bags and I ended up moving back to California.
Why did you tell her you were going to be with your mom?
Because her love for me was a little different than my love for her. Long story short is I could pretty much not use the restroom without her knocking on the door, "I love you, baby." We had broken up officially, and so I went to the ex-girlfriend's house. You can't be any more clear than I don't want to be with you.
Wait a minute, so she was smothering you with love?
That's your complaint?
That is my rebuttal to the situation, yes.
Okay, note to file, do not smother Judge Cutler with love.
Okay, no, I don't,
Is that the takeaway from this?
I don't think so. I mean, it sounds to me like you wanted to play. Not that you were getting too much love, because that's a new one. Have you heard from the bench, I got too much love from this woman? No, so is it that you were smothered or that you wanted to go play?
It was a combination of both. Like she said, we had rushed into it. She had it in her mind that we were set as a couple. I repeatedly told her, along with friends and family members that had told her, he's not ready for a relationship.
But I did move in after 3 weeks and he knew I was moving in.
So tell me about what that was like for you.
It was very hurtful. I think that maybe I didn't fully consider everything that could have happened. I was thinking more with my heart. I did pack up everything and relocate to another state for this man, And it wasn't the smartest decision, but I did it, and here we are.
But clearly, something happened because you got back together and you're here. What did he say or do to get you to say, well, okay, I'm gonna do this again?
I'm a creator, and he's creative, and we get together, and I have a tendency to forget the bad times, you know? And so I'm a lover, you know what I mean?
You followed your heart.
I did, and I love him.
I invited her back. The beginning of this year, I said, I've got my own place. You're gorgeous, you're smart, you're beautiful. You've got yourself together. Come ride with me and let's turn it up. She sings R&B. I rap and produce. And so with that being said, you know, it was absolute opportunity for us to grow together. You know, she's a phenomenal person. I wake up in the morning to prayers. I wake up in the morning to a freak. I'm happy with this woman.
Wait a ho. You said what? You said you go to bed with prayers and wake up with a freak. Did I hear that come out your mouth?
Absolutely.
It's always the innocent, you know, baby face ones that pop off like that. I would have never seen that coming.
Well, there you have it.
There be.
All right. Tell me why you believe he's cheating now.
Because he has been locking his phone. He has been starting arguments with me, in my opinion, to go outside, to get on the phone, to talk to coworkers. I have found some text messages between him and a friend of his, or a coworker, that have been very lovey-dovey, a little too friendly, in my opinion.
Now, you submitted some of these messages.
Yes.
And your recollection of the text messages are from the other woman.
Hey, babe, what are you doing today?
And Mr. Lane responded, looking forward to seeing you.
Me too.
That's right. Yeah.
And then, I'll try to call you back later. She's around.
Talk to you soon. It's pretty clear what bothered you was...
She's around.
She's around.
If that doesn't look suspicious,
Why can't you talk to this coworker when your girlfriend's around?
Be honest, I don't have an answer for that one in particular. I don't think I sent that because that's not my character. I mean, to me personally, I'm not gonna say I 100% didn't.
Have there been a time when you told your coworker or females, hey, I can't talk to you because my woman's around?
I'm on the way home. I'll call you back because I'm on the way home.
Okay, but here's the thing. You invited her back to you, and you're testifying that she's getting, basically sound like on your nerves. Is that accurate?
Absolutely.
Okay, how?
Okay, but you're supposed to be in this committed relationship.
Absolutely. And in a committed relationship, in order for us to grow together, we have to focus on growth and not things that would drive one or the other away.
Do you want to be in a committed relationship?
I love this woman. I'm rocking with her the same way she rocks with me.
Okay, have you cheated on her?
No, I've never cheated on her. Anytime that I slept with somebody else or she's been with whoever she's been with, we were broken up.
A few weeks ago, we got into an argument, and he left. I followed him, and I saw him at a bus stop with his coworker. Well, they got on the bus and left, and he texted me about 5-10 minutes later saying that they were going to a naked pool party. I believe that he met her there, and he knew that he was going to go with her.
Mr. Lane.
There's no way, it's physically, literally impossible for me to be arguing with her and be on the phone with another woman saying, hey, get undressed, we're going to a naked pool party.
But you were on your phone a lot texting.
You already know, okay, well, where are those?
All right, so Mr. Lane, so you're saying it's just a coincidence that you ran into this coworker at the bus stop and both of you all go to a naked pool party?
Yes, it was. Absolutely 100% true.
Do you always invite your coworkers to join you at a naked pool party?
Well, hey, if it's a pretty woman, let's go.
There's one coworker I would invite to a naked pool party, but it'd just be a private party.
All right, Mr. Keller, stop flirting with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the bottom line is this. You believe that he invited this coworker because they were having an affair.
Yes.
And do you believe that at this naked pool party, they got it on?
I think it's a possibility, yes.
Do you think that they've had sex since the naked pool party?
I think that that's a possibility. They are very friendly. And I think that he started a fight with me that day so that he could storm off and meet her at the bus stop.
Have you ever slept with this coworker?
No, absolutely not. 100% no.
All right.
And then a week ago, he asked me if she can move in with us. Yeah, because she has scorpions in her house. She lives in...
that's some kind of bold. I mean, that's just bold.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did you say yes or no? Let me get clear.
Hell no.
All right.
No.
No. Don't even think about it. There is his side, there's her side, and then apparently there's the naked pool party co-worker side. And she's here right now. Ron, would you escort the next witness in,
Yes,
please?
Your Honor. Ma'am.
My name is Lee Ann Derringer.
Ms. Derringer, what is your relationship with Mr. Lane?
He's my coworker, ex-coworker, and a friend.
Did you attend a naked pool party with Mr. Lane?
I did, Your Honor.
Okay, can you tell me how this came about?
You know, I was coming home from a class, and literally I saw him walking across the street. Then he'd said, you know, they're fighting, but he's going to a naked pool party, and he's like, yeah, let's go.
Had you seen Mr. Lane naked before this event?
Not before the naked pool party, no.
So what happened at this naked pool party? I like saying that.
It's like a pool party. You have barbecue, couple naked volleyball games, and
All right,
so wait a minute. Hold on, let me get this. You all played naked volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
That is frightening to me.
It's not frightening.
It's so much splashing and bouncing going on that
You're
could be
correct, Tanya.
dangerous. Okay.
Well, I mean, from what she described, I mean, you have barbecue, you have
That's another
volleyball,
thing to be worried
you have, you know.
You don't want something to fall on the grill that ain't supposed to be on the grill.
Well, I mean, it sounds just like a regular party. Everybody's just there kind of hanging out. You know?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that fair?
That is correct, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Cutler.
Okay, I mean, just think of this court. Just think about it.
No, I don't want to. About us all being
naked couples court with the Cutlers?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Let me just.
All right.
I'm scratching that out of my brain. I don't even want to think about that.
Okay.
Now, here's the question. Have you been intimate with Mr. Lane?
Nope.
Did you witness Mr. Lane being intimate with anyone at the party?
No.
Has he ever talked to you about being intimate with someone other than his girlfriend?
No.
So, Ms. Johnson, if you find out that Mr. Lane has been cheating,
I'm out. I'm gone.
Are you coming back if he asks?
No, not this time.
You're done?
Not this time. Yeah, I'm done. I'm packing my stuff up and I'm going back to Cali.
Now, when the results come in and you see for yourself, right here, right now, then what?
Then I'm gonna apologize.
For a long time.
I'm gonna apologize one time. One time.
All right.
To investigate this matter, the court has retained the services of licensed private investigator and certified polygraph examiner, Kendall Scholl. Ron, would you please escort Mr. Scholl into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Scholl, how are you?
Good, Your Honor. Thank you.
So, Mr. Scholl, what did you do to investigate in this case?
We decided to put Mr. Lane to the test and see how he would react when placed in a room with an attractive female and hidden cameras.
So what happened?
After becoming comfortable with the undercover associate, Mr. Lane suggested that they hang out. And then he invited her to a special kind of party.
Let's take a listen.
So I say like around, I really would like to come for Halloween. Does that
Girl, if you come out for Halloween, let me tell you right now.
Oh my God.
I ain't even gotta say nothing.
Well,
Yeah, matter of fact, let me pull it up and tell you when it is. Put it in for free.
Yes.
So do this on your put in fetish. I'm just trying to find out when it is.
So you invited somebody to a fetish ball?
It's not necessarily a fetish as in leather whips and chains and stuff that you would get the image of by hearing the word. It's a Halloween party. Got your Halloween costume on. I don't know. It's one of the biggest parties in the world.
Why are you shaking your head?
Because he's a mess. He's a mess. He wants to have his cake and eat it too. And okay.
All right. Ms. Johnson, because you had concerns about his activity and about him being involved with other women, including possibly a coworker, we had him submit to a polygraph examination, and we have those results as well.
Good.
Mr. Scholl, you asked Mr. Lane, since getting back together with Ms. Johnson, have you had physical sexual contact or intercourse with Ms. Derringer? What was his response to that question?
He answered, no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
You're You're smiling.
That makes me happy.
But hold on, we have another question. You asked Mr. Lane, since getting back together, have you had physical, sexual contact or intercourse with anyone other than Miss Johnson?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
Okay.
I interject.
Oh, God.
We don't have interjection, but I'll let you make a comment.
Give me a hug.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Oh, whatever.
Yada, yada. Complete. None of that.
I wrote him a little something. I wanted to know if I could sing it to him.
All right.
I'm sorry, baby. I apologize. Can't nobody do me quite like you. It's the little things that you do. I couldn't help but to fall for you. And this is what it feels like when I'm with you. Ooh, oh, ah, yeah. Ooh, oh, ah, yeah. You love me right, you treat me right, you know just what I like.
That was lovely.